So there's actually construction happening right now, so if you hear drilling, just try to ignore that. I don't know how they found me trying to film a video a really good timing to drill holes, because there was no sound just now until I decided to film a video. Fun. So today I'm going to show you all the journals that I've used over maybe the course of 1 to 2 years. I recently started art journaling, actually maybe this past half a year or a year, and I found it really fun. And I actually did have a poetry journal, which was like really long time ago, but I just have a whole bunch of journals that I would like to share. And yeah, so let's get started. Let's just move. I'm just gonna go one by one. So I'm just gonna show you an overview. So this is actually my first ever journal type of sketchbook thing. And then this is by Star Art, and these two are by Muji. Here's a typo. I'm gonna show you all my bullet journals, planners, and journals, so it's one big whole video. I have a Muji like bullet journal thing, my planner for next year. This is a poetry journal and a poetry journal. So this is by Muji, and this is one that my teacher gave me. And this is a little sketchbook that I use as my art journal too. So I'm going to start off with my first ever journal, like art journal thing. So this I actually bought maybe a year or 2 years ago, and I have like stickers and whatnot. So this is actually my first ever attempt with watercolor. As you can see, it's really squared all out, and me testing out colors and how to blend it. And this is streaks of color. Look at my handwriting, on point, very classy. Look at it, even in pencil. Here I attempted to draw a jellyfish, and my curtain is just wanting some attention. Here I just have, it seems to be like a fashion design. Oh yeah, because this time my school was having a fashion design contest, and I wanted to be a designer, and didn't happen, didn't work out, and I just have random Tumblr style drawings. And I have my science project inside. That's fun. I have me trying to do lyrics, failure. This was actually in my class's teacher's day card, so it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty nice. I designed it. So this is Copic. This was for a science competition. Me trying to draw. And this is actually successful, so it looks really nice. So yeah, I didn't know if that was in here, and it's just empty. I kind of gave up. So, but I am going to use the back pages for watercolor, because this is really good paper for watercolor. So moving on, I'm actually going to do art journals first. So these are all art journals. So let's start off with my first Muji notebook, and this I actually bought in Hong Kong. Just leave it behind. This is 263 yen, and in Singapore I bought one. It's $4.30. In Hong Kong I'm not sure, because I haven't been there too long. And this was when I went to Japan with my parents, and I bought Copic markers, and this is my first ever drawing using Copic markers. And I wish I left the eye like that, but I think it looks pretty cool. And I drew a T-Rex. It's cute. I draw this French bulldog, pandas, and lyrics. And this is actually Out of the Woods by Taylor Swift. And this is one of my favorite pieces, and it looks amazing. And it says, "Missing you comes in droplets, and today it's pouring." It looks really pretty. I'm really proud of this. And my attempt to do scenery, I can't do scenery for my life if it depended on it. So this is one of my poetry items, and I illustrated with a pair of eyes with not really winged eyeliner, but somehow, yeah. And it says, "Peering into his eyes, I saw everything between us, the moon, the stars, but most importantly, the distance between us." And I love this so much. It's one of my favorite poetry works. And this is one I did of Lolita, and it says light of my life, fire of my loins, my sin, my soul, and I love it so much. And I haven't put my poem here, but it looks like that. I was obsessed with Galaxy, and this is artwork that was inspired by Troye Sivan's Wild album. This is when it came out. I was just like so hyped about it. I loved the artwork, I loved everything about it, I loved the songs in it, so I just had to do it. And this is another poem that I never finished. This is one that I did and I really like it. It's supposed to be like a bubble, speech bubble, and it broke and the stars are coming out. He met me outside under the light of the lamppost. His hands were shaking, his breath was cold, his eyes were red from crying. He said, sorry, but we can't be together. I can't take the pain of the looks we get when I bring you out. I heard his words and they hit my world like a thunderstorm. The sky was falling apart, the stars were falling down. Gray clouds were covering me from up above. My feet couldn't touch the ground and there was no one to save me. And it looks... I really like this, and this is me practicing eyes, words, Japanese words. This is using Pantone markers, and this is ink. It looks pretty cool, and second attempt, and yeah, and this is actually a page I ripped out, and it's just like something that prevents it from the ink from bleeding, but it doesn't really bleed. So I really love Muji notebooks, especially this one, and I don't know if I'm planning to finish it, but I probably am. But I started a new one, so and then in Singapore I bought a new one for some reason. I don't know why. Oh yeah, it was supposed to be my science notebook, but I ditched the idea. So it looks like that. I'm trying to write art journal, but I don't know how I want it to look. And here I'm starting like a whole line of people, and it says true female / feelings and some ideas. This is one of them. I really like it. I even included like my signature flowers, the dark side. I even have photos printed out to say where I got my inspiration. And this is actually a very interesting one, which I tried to use marker to go over like a black or like a photo. This isn't really obvious, but yeah. Then I did one of a space girl. I really like this. I think this could be like my second favorite because my favorite one's behind. She looks like this. I really like her. And here I haven't finished my one, and this one I want to do something with henna because I love henna. And here is magazine cutouts, and I actually just finished this today. Looks really nice and I really enjoy it, and I would be doing a separate video on supplies I use, but here's just, oh my god, here are just two of these that I did, and I really like how they turned out. And this is Lamau, the bag, and this is like the one that I put behind, but it didn't really work out because it's so dirty. But yeah, so this is my art journal. It's like the newest one, and those are the old ones. So moving on, I have my this is one that I like to carry with me. Like for example, if I'm bored in class, I have something to doodle on, so I don't like doodle on my work, and like my teacher goes like, yo bro, you weren't listening. I'm like, okay bro. So here was my first one, and I did like a flower, and the inside it's like clean, and then when it goes out it's like patterned and everything. It's light bulb, like birds flying out, an eyeball. I wanted to do flames, but it looks like seaweed. So, yep. And I haven't even finished doing the line work, but it looks pretty cool. Flowers. This was actually my first idea that came out, and this is supposed to be blindness and sadness. I didn't like the skin. I'm planning to buy a skin tone color instead of mixing it myself, and I haven't finished this, and it says go with the flow, and the rest is empty. And this is by this brand. I don't know how to pronounce it, but sorry. Yep. And the paper quality is really good, like even though it's really thin, but watercolor does not bleed through, and I really like that. So it's a good book to have with me everywhere I go. So I'm going to show a very special journal that I have, and this is the Muji bullet journal. This was pretty expensive. Actually behind I even have the Muji pen casing, and I have photo edges, like the things that I put photos and like I don't have to just like paste the whole photo down, so I can just let it hang there. This was actually maybe $5 Sing. It's 367 yen, and I did the choppy thing. And I even have like a gold binder clip because that's classy. So here I just have the index. I haven't even finished filling out the index, and I have a Muji sticker that I've got from Japan. My first entry was for my science competition, and it looks like that. I'm just gonna do a flip through. I went to the MT exhibition. I went out with my friends. I met up with my best friend from. He moved to Malaysia, so more. And this is my math trail. Last day of school. Last night in my boarding school, and we did a Halloween edition, so it looks cool. This was my roommate drew this. It's so pretty. This is my class outing, and the last one was a competition I joined that I won something at. So this is more of a photo journal. I do not update this every day. The thing that I update every day is probably my planner and my art journal if I have time. So yeah. And the paper quality is really good. I haven't tried watercolor on this, so I'm not really sure. Okay, moving on. So I have my bullet journal and my planner. So my bullet journal, I stopped using it when school finished because I had no use for it. Yeah, and this is just a typo notebook. I got it on sale for $5, and the good thing about this is that behind there's a pocket, so I put like a photo on it, stickers, and just note paper and everything. So this is kind of how I did it, and I have a lyrics on it. It's a Jason Chen lyric, and it says, "If I only had a time machine, I would take it back to the moment that you fell in love with me and stay there forever." Do I have a photo? It's a sticker photo, and I have the legend, the index that I did not complete, motivation, long-term, short-term goals, and just photos. This was my July spread. I did like a weekly thing, like an everyday thing, and it turned dark in August, in September holiday, and this is so pretty. And this is revision. I did not do all my revision. Oops, that's why I didn't pass that test. Then I had my science competition preparation, keep your hair down, smile, and in October, October we had like a really important science test, so to motivate me I just did this. It's really pretty. And this is when I started being obsessed with flowers and just drawing them everywhere. And things to look forward to, and it stopped. So yeah. So I'm gonna talk about my planner, and this is gonna be for next year. I ordered this off Taobao, which is a Chinese website, and I got these dividers, and this is an A6. I haven't put in the daily things yet, but I am going to do so when January comes along. So right now I just have the index, the monthly spread. I even have I bought this, which is like a little ruler thing. Money spent, money earned. Obviously I'm spending a lot of money. Just spread. Yep. January is like really paying. And it comes with to-dos, and this was really cheap actually, and I have like a binder clip. Then these I haven't figured out what I want to do with them yet, and I have like a little pocket at the back and a ruler. So I'm really excited to use this next year, and it's leather and I really like it. So last but not least are my two poetry journals, and I'm gonna start off with this one, and it's just like a Muji journal. Yeah, this is more of words. I just added illustrations behind, like towards the end. But yeah, they're just really depressing ones, and I really like them because slowly I expanded what I wrote about. So it's not just my feelings, it's not about like love poems. It's more of how I felt every day. And sometimes I would wake up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, and I would suddenly have an idea, and I would just jot it down. So it's really nice to have. And this was the newest one, and this is more of, this slowly became an illustration journal, to be honest. And this is a gift from my teacher. As you can see, her comments are here. It's really nice, and I think journaling really helps me get through every day because it makes me feel happy, I guess. It's like all my emotions are just on a piece of paper and I forget about them, and I love it. And this became my illustration journal. Kind of looks like that. I'm not gonna read through any of them because there are just so many and I don't know. I really like this. I did it in class, so that was fun. Something to do. I really like that too. This. So my advice would be, like, to be honest, my advice would be for journaling, just do whatever you want, whatever you like. And just be free to express your emotions, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just enjoy yourself, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be making more art journal videos, planner videos, so just stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!